All right, just about ready for baseball. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers.
Number 2, Bryce Terang.
That clips the zone, and the count is 1-2.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Almost got him. On the ground to first. Bush takes it to the bag. 1 out in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
And now it's William Contreras. That's in there. That's strike 2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Off the mark there. Ball. Full count now. And there's ball 4.
Take your base, ball 4.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
The designated hitter, Jackson Chourio.
So now the DH spot, Jackson Chourio. The 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Just underway here from Wrigley. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. In the dirt. Battling here as he fouls it away. Man at first, 1 away. That one outside.
That's a ball.
And now 3-2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Swings through it for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now here is Garrett Mitchell. One and 2 here.
Ball.
First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. That's a little high. And now it's 3-2.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to.
3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that will end the inning. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill in this one, Brandon Sproat. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
Here's Nico Hoerner. And a foul ball.
Ball, that's low.
That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So up next for Chicago, Moises Ballesteros. Now quick throw to first. Corner back in on a dive. And a 1-1 on the ground, and that chance handled. Here's Ortiz for one. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. That's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, third baseman, number 3.
Now it's Alex Bregman.
Bregman.
Ball, out.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there. Boog, we're seeing some shakiness from the defense here in this inning. First an error and now a passed ball. They really need to clean it up and start taking care of the baseball.
Man at second. And he gets Bregman. That ends the frame.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. In there at the knees for a strike. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. And he hits a ground ball right side.
That's a foul ball.
Foul ball.
No, that's out.
This one in the air center field. And that quickly 2 away.
Batting 7, the first baseman, number 9.
Now here's Jake Bauers.
Bauers.
Two down, nobody on. That's in there, and the count is 2-2. No score here in the second. And that's is downstairs, and it's 3-2. Got him. That's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Wrigley Field, in half up to hit.
The left fielder, number 8.
Sproat, a 6'3" righty, 205 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2023.
Ball.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Got him. One gone here.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Next to hit, Michael Bush. This is downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. Swanson digs in. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Mitchell on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the friendly confines. All set for the start of the inning. Blake Perkins up now for the Brewers. Bang and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next pitch misses. And now it's 3-2. And he walked him. And he heads down to first as a potential go-ahead run after that long AB ends in a walk. Now it's the shortstop, Joey Ortiz. The 1-1.
That's a ball.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Step off throw to first. Perkins dives back in, but they got him.
Well, you know, when this guy gets on first base, he's looking at how quickly he can get to third. And defenses know that. They're going to pay extra attention to him. Nice pickoff by the pitcher to neutralize that speed threat over there at first.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there's 2 away. This is Bryce Terang.
Second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Top of the third, no score. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That gets down for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for Milwaukee, the catcher,
William Contreras. Up now for the Brewers. The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
Ball.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. In the air, right field. Reaching for it and brings it in. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Number 4, Pete Crow Armstrong.
That one fouled off. Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. He hauls it in.
Oh, I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Down the number 2 hitter, Moises Ballesteros. Outside low, and the count is 3-1. Two down, nobody on. That one pushed foul. Payoff pitch. And that one hammered and foul ball. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. 3-2. Stays alive. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. So here's the Brewers DH, Jackson Chourio. Outside low, ball 3.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. Payoff pitch. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Up next for Milwaukee. The center
Dominant
fielder,
performance for him today,
Garrett.
Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Garrett Mitchell getting ready to hit.
Ball.
The 2-1. Late on that fastball.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Step off, throw to first, and he's back in safely. The Brewers with the go-ahead run at first, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Go-ahead run on base. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit. On the ground, right side, and a base hit. And the go-ahead run into scoring position. 1 away.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot. Run.
So up next, Sal Frelick. just
Nope,
missed.
ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, one out. On the ground at first. And
That
it's
ball's
just foul. That was close. The 2-2. In the air, left field. Pat turns to the right on the move. Brings it in.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Two aboard, two outs. Jake Bauers up now for the Brewers.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two aboard, two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. On to the bottom of the fourth now. Still with no score. Bottom of the fourth, leading off, Seiya Suzuki.
The right fielder.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
The 2-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it. Just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
And now it's Alex Bregman in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Grounder might be two. Here's Ortiz for one. Two gone as they hit into their second double play in the first 4 innings.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. That one ripped, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Perkins in position. Brings it in. And that is that. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Through 4. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Corbin Martin. And he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball. Blake Perkins up now.
Gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Rollison, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Webb also getting ready. And fouled off. Two now. Just misses with that one.
That's a really good take.
And a payoff pitch. Goes down looking.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Joey Ortiz. 1-1 now. And a big swing and a miss. The 1-2. Just
Ball high.
missed. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So that removes their last challenge. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A solo shot. And the Brewers have the lead. It's 1-0.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases.
That clips a corner.
That's up. That's a ball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Such a challenge when a guy's got great velocity. He's throwing a slider over 90 miles per hour. You want to be ready to hit that fastball, but that late break just eats you up every time.
William Contreras now at the plate. Two down, nobody on. That smash towards center. And that is that. Milwaukee strikes first on this solo jack. It's now 1-0. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Michael Busch getting ready to hit. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Outside.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Next one just misses. And that's ball 3. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is a big first out.
The center fielder, number 4.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Dive, and he's got it. From his backside, there's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI.
So they bring on the veteran, Trevor McGill. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Crow Armstrong off of first with 2 away. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
2 outs is a great time to try to steal second, especially when you have a guy with some wheels on first. Defense probably knew it was coming, but figured we better focus on trying to get this hitter out.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. Terang. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5, all tied. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. So digging in, Jackson Chourio.
The designated hitter, Jackson Chourio.
Swing and a miss as he was late. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Ryan Rollison, the closer, is getting loose. Webb getting loose as well. The 1-2. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Now here is Garrett Mitchell. Oh, look at the stop to first, and they get the out.
Up next for Milwaukee, the third baseman, number 13, Luis.
Matt done for the day.
Now pitching for
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Ryan Rollison. Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. 2 down, nobody on. High fly ball lifted into air right field. And that's the 3rd out. Gone in order are the Brewers. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Bottom of the 6th. Now it'll be the Cubs DH. Moises Ballesteros. Fought off foul. The 1-2. Smash down the left field line. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Frelick hustles to get it in. The potential winning run holds at second, in scoring position now.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. The count 2-1. Now one missed.
That's up.
The winning run on second base. And that one clips the corner. Swings and misses, struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Alex Bregman. That one's in there. 3-2 now. Man at second. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now.
For walking.
Pitcher on here, Angel Serpa. And that one fouled off.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Sal Frelick up now for the Brewers.
Look for him to hit behind the runner, perhaps shoot it to the right side.
Man at second. Late on that. Next pitch is outside. Jake Bauers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Payoff pitch. On the ground right side. Tosses to first. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to 3rd.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to 3rd, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Pitch gets away. No advance, though. The Brewers with the go-ahead run at 3rd here in extra innings. And that is out of play. That one
Outside,
just
ball.
misses.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Go ahead run on base. Blake Perkins digs in now. Close one. Doesn't get the call. 3-1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And we stay tied as the inning ends.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at Wrigley Field. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. That one way inside. This guy's got good power with one swing. He can win it for him. Check swing, and he went. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good eye right there. Carson Kelly in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Strike 2. Base hit right field. throw comes in, and the winning run stops 90 feet from home. Nobody out.
The batter, number 7.
So bases all loaded up. Dansby Swanson stands in.
Swanson.
And that
that's
misses.
down. Ball.
And a count 2-1.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Just missed.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Payoff pitch. Struck him out looking. That is a huge out. Wow. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout.
Has some trouble with it. Crosses the winning run, and the Cubs walk it off for the win.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
And your final score here today, 2-1.